Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today on the table we have a PSA AR9. Let's get this one started. Alright folks, this is Palmetto State Armory's PSA AR9. This is actually their blem. It's supposed to have a blem on it. I actually personally could not find the blem on this gun, but we'll go over that a little later. Let's just start at the back here. Let's go over what it comes with. So this is an SBA 3 tactical brace, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. These are good braces. I have no qualms about them. It does have a couple of slots for QD sling right here, and it is adjustable. It does have a buffer system in here, so we do have a mil-spec buffer tube, and it has been staked twice, and it has been staked extremely well. All PSA firearms that have a castle nut will be double staked, and they have been for a little while now. Now moving along, we have the upper and lower receiver. They are 7076 T6 aluminum. And you can see here we have the ejection port, there's no dust cover. And on this side, you'll notice that we do have a standard AR-15 safety right here and bolt catch and release. So the actual ergonomics of this lower is pretty much identical to an AR-15, except for the mag release is a little different design, but it's pretty much where your index finger would be on your mag release on an AR-15 anyway. So if you're used to shooting AR-15s, it's very easy to transition to this to shoot it, because as I say, the controls are pretty much identical, which I do like personally. We do have this lower is all one piece, so that the trigger guard here is not removable and change it. It's all one piece of this lower. You do have a single stage trigger on here. It's a mil-spec trigger. It's okay, it's nothing to write home about. You got a little bit of take up, just a little bit there. It's kind of rough. You got the brake. The brake's okay, and the reset. You know, it's positive, relatively tactile. It's an okay trigger. The nice thing is it takes standard AR-15 triggers, so if you don't like the trigger, you want to upgrade it to something else, pretty much every AR-15 trigger should fit in here, so you can switch that out to pretty much anything you would like. And then down here we do have a Magpul grip with a storage compartment on the bottom. Doesn't have the rubber overmold, but I still like Magpul grips. And obviously we have a charging handle right here, so kind of the standard kind of OEM charging handle you would typically get with an AR-15. It doesn't have the extended latch on here, and it's non-ambe, but they do work just fine. On the top here, you will see we have a 1913 pick rail all the way along the top. Doesn't come with backup sights or anything like that. This is just a Holosun. I can't remember the number on it. I think it's HS40R for rotary, and it's a 2 MOA. I've had this for a couple of years. It's been on a lot of review guns. It's been kind of thrown around. I've had no problems with it, and it wasn't too bad in the price. I can't remember, but yeah, the Holosun's been holding up really well. Okay, moving up, we have a 7-inch M-LOK handguard. And we have, as I say, M-LOKs pretty much the whole way around, the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position. So it's got some decent space on there to put lights or whatever you want on there. And below this, we have a 9-inch barrel. It's a 1 in 10 twist. It is a 4150 chrome moly steel barrel. And then we have an A2 flash hider on the front. Let's go ahead and do the little wiggle test between the upper and lower. There's a little bit of wiggle in there, not too much. This brace actually wiggles quite a bit. You've been probably hearing it as I've been moving this around. It's got a bit of play in there with that brace, but not too bad. Okay, now to take this gun down, it's the same way as an AR-15. You have the 2 pins at the front and back. You can just pop that out, lift this out, take the charging handle out. So there is your charging handle. As I say, it's a standard OEM one. And then we have your bolt carrier grip here. And the fit and finish looks good. And it has markings for G49. So this is generation 4, 9mm, and that is your bolt carrier grip. And then, as I said, we do have a standard buffer system back here, so we do have a buffer and buffer spring in there. And then obviously you can see the internals where your trigger pack goes. Now, as I said, I mentioned this was a blem, so I picked this up. I think it's a really good price for $5.99 for a small 9mm PCC. I think the price is decent. You can pay a little more. I think the full price there is $7.99. But honestly, with this blem, I really couldn't find anything wrong with it. I couldn't find the blem. So for me, and even if it's a small blem, I'm okay with that. These are tools, man. They're supposed to be used. I don't care if it's got a scratch or something on it. I'm more than happy to save $200 if I have to. If I can just get the blem, I'll just buy a blem. So I reviewed this a couple of years ago, and I wanted to kind of review it again since it's been a little while. I feel like the market's kind of getting full of these kind of small kind of type guns. I think for the price, there's nothing really better out there for the price, especially if you get the blem version at $5.99. I think these are a bargain. It's been 100% reliable. Hundreds and hundreds of rounds through this for the review process. No problems whatsoever. All right, folks, that is pretty much it from me. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask them below. I'm happy to help out wherever I can. And that's pretty much it. All right, folks, until next time, I'll catch you later.